It's a little-known fact that a special category of U.S. passport holders exists. At first glance, they may appear to be poor relations as they're denied every U.S. citizen's privileges, such as the ability to vote in national elections or hold public office. U.S. nationals have a slightly different status from U.S. citizens. Every U.S. citizen is also a U.S. national, but U.S. nationals are not U.S. citizens. The distinction is subtle but important. U.S. nationals can live and work in the United States and travel on a U.S. passport. They do, however, have one advantage over U.S. citizens. U.S. nationals are not subject to U.S. taxes when they live outside the United States. They must still pay tax if they live in a U.S. state. But if they leave and live in a tax haven like the Cayman Islands, their income will be completely tax-free. Only around 100,000 people currently have the status of U.S. nationals who are not also U.S. citizens. They all originate from Samoa in the South Pacific, and they became U.S. nationals when the U.S. Samoa Act was passed in 1929. American Samoans who don't live in the United States no longer fall under the jurisdiction of the IRS, unlike all American citizens. As long as you don't mind not being able to vote in federal elections or holding public office, being a U.S. national is a superior option to being a U.S. citizen. You may wonder if it's possible to renounce U.S. citizenship while remaining a U.S. national to have the same privileges as American Samoans without losing your American passport. Unfortunately, that's not possible. You can renounce U.S. citizenship using the standard procedure at a U.S. embassy. But that means losing your U.S. passport and being subject to paying the U.S. exit tax too. But it may be possible for non-Americans to get their child a U.S. passport without becoming a U.S. citizen. If your child is born in American Samoa, they will become a U.S. national at birth without being subject to global citizenship taxation. This option is not available to Americans, as a child with a U.S. citizen as a parent would inherit the parent's U.S. citizenship. Anyone thinking of taking advantage of this unique option for birth tourism for their child should be aware that it's not completely straightforward. Tourist visas for American Samoa last for only 30 days. It's possible to extend this for a further 30 days. Getting work visas for certain job types or student visas may be possible. The U.S. has massive birth tourism, with people from around the world choosing to give birth there, so that their offspring get instant U.S. citizenship. This gift of U.S. citizenship also gifts them a lifetime of global taxation, which is difficult to escape without renouncing citizenship. Anyone looking to gift their child a U.S. passport without this burden may be able to do so by arranging the birth in Samoa. Please subscribe to our channel and follow the link in the description to get a free copy of your Wealth Fortress. With this report, you'll learn unique and valuable strategies for keeping your assets completely hidden, untouchable and untrackable by anyone. No matter how much money you have, you'll learn carefully crafted strategies so that nobody can find it or even know what you have. Your assets will remain untouchable even with a team of the best global lawyers. Well-funded governments will not be able to lay a finger on your wealth. It's all detailed in your Wealth Fortress. Bulletproof structures to protect your assets. Follow the link in the description to get instant access.